Deadpool and Wolverine honors the Fox X-Men universe rather than ends it, unlike many expected before the film's release. The movie's emotional ending keeps the Fox X-Men universe alive, setting the stage for possible character returns. The film's conclusion may support the merging of Marvel's past cinematic timelines in Avengers Secret Wars, leading to the entire history of Marvel being rebooted.
Is such a thing even possible? Yes, it is.
Deadpool and Wolverine may have done enough to convince me that the biggest theory surrounding Avengers Secret Wars is true. Deadpool and Wolverine was always expected to be a major installment in the multiverse saga that will tie into the list of upcoming Marvel movies set for release. After viewing the movie, I was surprised to discover that, for the most part, this is not necessarily true. By the time of Deadpool and Wolverine's ending, it was clear the film was a love letter to the Fox movies of the past, more so than it was a vehicle for the titular duo to join the MCU. While there were some Marvel cameos in Deadpool and Wolverine that I was incredibly excited by, they were more linked to the Fox X-Men timeline than any other. The final scene of the movie then proved to me even further that Deadpool and Wolverine was content to honor the past of Marvel, which ironically made me even more confident concerning a massive theory about the franchise's future. Firstly, it's worth exploring the element of Deadpool and Wolverine's ending that surprised me the most. I was expecting the film to end with the destruction of the Fox X-Men universe as a way, for lack of a better word, cleansing it for Marvel's cinematic future. The Fox franchise was admittedly turbulent, yet I was incredibly happy to be wrong when I realized how emotionally impactful Deadpool and Wolverine's reverence of that series was. By the end of the movie, the Fox franchise remained intact.
It's broken, Mom. Mom, it's broken. Mom, it's broken.
Deadpool returned to his home alongside the Wolverine variant from the movie, and the two began a seemingly normal life as friends. Combined with X-23, the possibilities for the future of the Fox X-Men universe lived on. Not only could Deadpool, Wolverine, or X-23 return in a future multiversal movie, but any character in the entire Fox X-Men universe could too. As I've alluded to, this came as a very welcome surprise that could tie into the major reveals Marvel unveiled at SDCC 2024. Concerning how Deadpool and Wolverine's ending impacted my view of Avengers Secret Wars, I'm confident the latter movie will merge Marvel's biggest movie timelines together. In the 2015 Secret Wars comic book run, a group of powerful beings known as the Beyonders create people called Molecule Men and sprinkle them throughout the universe. These Molecule Men serve essentially as time bombs and upon detonating destroy the universe they are part of. This was so the Beyonders could destroy the multiverse in a deadly experiment. Doctor Doom receives word of this and begins destroying Molecule Men to lessen the damage. Unfortunately, this only creates incursions and sees every single timeline in the multiverse destroyed, barring a few. Doom harnesses the power of the Beyonders and merges the final few multiversal strands remaining, creating a plane called Battleworld. In the case of Avengers Secret Wars plot, I believe the universes that will collide to create Battleworld are those from Marvel's cinematic past. Naturally, the main timeline of the MCU will be one such universe. Others will include the Fox universe and the two live-action Spider-Man universes starring Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Others could even be involved like Sony's SSU, the Spider-Verse timeline, and so on. This would not only fit with the story of Marvel's comic Secret Wars, but it would also explain why Deadpool and Wolverine kept the Fox franchise alive.
It's alive! It's alive!
Perhaps the most common theory about Avengers Secret Wars is that it will reboot the entire MCU. While I admittedly was not a subscriber to this theory, Deadpool and Wolverine may have changed that. Keeping the Fox timeline alive and the implications this could have on Battleworld means it makes sense for Secret Wars to end Marvel's entire cinematic history, just as Avengers Endgame ended the MCU's Infinity Saga. If the aforementioned franchises merge for Avengers Secret Wars, the film can act as a finale for every single live-action universe it includes. As is the case in the Secret Wars comic books, the power of the Beyonders can then be used to build an entirely new multiverse out of the ashes, giving creative freedom for a soft reboot. It remains to be seen if this is the direction the Russo brothers go down, but I personally am more convinced than ever after Deadpool and Wolverine's ending.
Oh, I'm convinced.